Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to INL Season 3. Got some new names on the grid. We got a champion on the grid, Sibinho, who won the Sprint Division 2 Season 1 championship. So, yeah, this is the evaluation race where the orgs can see which division they should be in. And it's dry, of course, because we want to evaluate the pace here. We are 16 drivers in this lobby. And Sabinio asking what's the strat, and it's a soft hard if you're in the top 10 and medium hard if you're outside the top 10. We get the track map and yes, the track map. Alright, so we got a Renault out first, I think. No, it's a racing point of Kieran. See what he can do for us today. Just check some things too. Apologies. Alright, so we're back now. Carlo in the chat saying how I am, asking me how I am. Yeah, I'm good, man. I have all good. I hope everyone has had a good 2020 despite everything that's happened, and let's hope that 2021 is better. That's where Kieran comes now to begin his lap. Oh lord. Where is the customization? Oh, hold on a second. I'll try. No, okay, I can't change it now. I have to stick with this now. Looks like there's a lot of understeer for Kieran here. Yeah. So purple sector 1, of course, he's the first one to complete sector 1, and I think Legende, I don't know. Let's offer him. See how this goes now. It's a bit of oversteer, but saves it anyway. Purple sector 2, of course he's the first one. Can Legende get purple? No, he could not get purple sector 2. And there's Just Chris has spun after the chicane, so okay. Well, not the chicane, turn 1 and 2 and 3. See what, as Hype Julie gets out of the way there, see what Kieran Bell can do here. Runs very wide, almost close to invalidating, and it's a 1:31.2. Legende was the next over the line, and he does not complete the lap. Alright. Or he did. 1:34.4. Alright. It looks like Rage Hunter will complete his lap now. Okay, 1:32.3. Free, yeah, free. Yeah. And we got Mentos coming now to complete his lap. 1:31.4, which is not too bad. Got a Merc coming now. We're actually starting. As Danny Boy puts it on pole by almost 0.3 of a second. The racing points. So the racing points are 1-2 right now. Nils is coming now to start his lap, and he had a purple sector too, so see how this goes. It's a 1:30.4 for Nils, so showing that he has some pace this evening. Peter comes in and LVDH. Let's see here. Julie is coming to finish a lap on his mediums. Looks all nice. 31.1, which is very good for the mediums there. Keza is now coming, and he invalidates at the last corner. That's a shame. And Legende will go into the pits. I think Mentos will also go into the pits. Sibinho is on a lap. Our sprint division season 1 sprint division 2 champion. See how he fares on the medium tires. P6 with a 1:31.8, which is not too bad. And Keza has been validated again, but it's maybe just a skin lap. So yeah. We got, as everyone is on their in lap. We got Spectrum Don here on his out, has invalidated his first lap, or maybe it's his out lap, I'm not quite sure. So cars are going up now to an out lap, so quite quiet here. As IT the pros are actually, and spins, almost spins, loses the back end and goes off the track, so yeah, not too good. Mentos is on his out lap. Continue with him. Still has the ERS on hot lap, so I assume he will continue this lap. Doesn't look very tidy. Nah, he's getting to the side. He's not going to complete this lap. Bostun is on a lap. Let's see how he does. 24.4 in the first sector. Oh, no, it's his out lap. Sorry. Pieter just starts his hot lap here. See how he does on the medium tires. So yeah, if he can get into the top 10 on the mediums, it's definitely have an advantage in tire strategy. So let's see what happens here. It's a purple sector 1 for Pieter. Sorry. And this goes. Looks tidy. Can he get a purple sector 2 maybe? Yeah, he does. So this, can he beat Nils' time? But Nils is of course on soft, so if he does that, it's very impressive. What's my audio at? Hold on a second. It's on 6, alright. Feels like you can't hear me, but yeah, you can. huge lockup coming into the hairpin there. Makes it nice and smoothly through there. And he beats INL Neil's time there with half a tenth. So yeah. Thanks, Jeff. But yeah, Peter there showing he's got the pace, putting it in P1 on the mediums. So, and LVDH loses the back end and spins there. So yeah, not too good for him. I think Kieran beats his teammates and puts it in P3 with a 130.6. Still, there's still 7 drivers who haven't put a time on the board yet, so LVDH gets a purple sector 2, but he spun, so I don't think this. So I don't think that's an act. That's the F1 game. I think that's a glitch. So yeah. Karam plays is on a lap now on the mediums too. So many people opting for the medium tire, which I think you should do because this track eats tires for breakfast. So Kieran Bell is on his out in lap. Sorry. And yeah, Danny Boy. I'm sorry for missing this, but Danny Boy beat Peter by 4/10 of a second, so or almost 4/10. So that's good. Again, he's on pole again, provisional pole. Cibinho is on a lap. He's 7/10 up through the second sector, so let's see how he does. All nice and clean through there. It's a 130.4, so puts him in P3, which is not too bad for a driver who is returning to the F1 game after a long break. So he clearly has some serious pace. We have a crown place coming now, and he validates at the final corner. That's not too good. Danny Boy is coming in, and yeah, let's continue with YT the pros. He's almost out of ERS, so I'm not sure if this is his second lap on these tires, because they 131.081, so yeah, it puts it in P8. So the two Ferraris aren't doing too great, and Hype Julie was sideways there. I just noticed. I was looking at the board here, so I didn't check what's happening. Alright, Sabinho is on his in lap. So no one is on a lap at the moment. But the Specatron Don will now start his lap on the medium, so we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't invalidate, and let's see what this guy has in his pocket when it comes to pace. But Alfa Romeo has some really nice I love the Alfa Romeo livery. I don't know why, it just looks so good. And and Spectatron Don was sideways through that corner, and he managed to save it. So yeah, tires don't want to stay on the track, it seems. They like sliding. I think Mentos will come in this lap. So yeah, like I will continue with LVDH, sorry. See what he can do. And invalidates. Yeah, the track limits here are pretty disgusting actually. So we'll go back to Spectatron Dome. Spectatron Dome, sorry. This is not a quick lap. It will be like 134. Yeah, 134.061. So yeah, not too competitive. Brown place on his mediums. Come now to do a 131.3, which puts him in P10. But it's on three old laps of I butchered that sentence. 3 old lap mediums. 3 laps old mediums. Sorry. Such a new commentator. Keza is on the back straight now. See what he. Soon he gets out of the way very nicely. This is gonna be a good time. It's at 129.7, which puts him in provisional pole. Which is very good. Kieran Bell has retired, so yeah, that's not. I think he could have done better, but he's happy with P6. As LVDH also retires without setting a time, so saving some tires or just invalidated all his laps. I'm sorry if I missed any position changes. I was looking at something else. Alright. As Danny Boy puts it in P2 with a 129.8. And Mentos is still P11, and that's qualifying over for him then. Just Chris comes to the line, puts it in P7. So not too bad on the mediums there. He definitely has an advantage over the soft runners. It's coming. There's a Hype Julie here. The 130.1 puts it in P3. So looks like Keza will get pole. Unless IT the pros can. No, can't. He's done actually. Rage Hunter is also on a very slow lap here. I think that's qualifying over them. So yeah, Keza and Danny Boy, two fastest guys in here. They're very close together, within half a tenth actually, so yeah. I see the pros comes to the line to finish it and revs out 4th gear. And Mentos is in P12. That's qualifying over then. Interesting. Okay, so I got information from Java here that Crown Place will retire on the first lap. Hopefully does it in the pits so there won't be a safety car out, because more racing is better. Yeah, but I actually thought Danny Boy would get pole today, but Keza has some pace. Okay, so Keza in P1 with a 129.7, Danny Boy in P2, Hype Julie in P3, Sibinio in P4, Einel Nils in P5, Peter in 6, Kieran Bell in 7th, Just Chris in 8th, Legende in 9th, IT the Pros in 10th, that was the top 10 then, Crown Place in 11th, Mentos in 12th, Rage Hunter in 13th, Spectatron Don in 14th, Ostuni in 15th, and LVDH 99 in P16 without setting a lap time. So, right, all sunny for the race. Should be a good one. The formation lap will be underway in 2 seconds now, so can I change my OSD customization? Nope, I can't, so I'm stuck with this now. Yeah, so, oh, by the way, my name is URC Rotation, or Christian is my real name. If you want to call me by that, it's fine. Um, so, a while ago, my account got reset, so all my settings were gone and all my setups were gone, so that's why it looks like this. So, yeah. Let me check. I don't need to check lap data. Not that. Have it on position change and interval. There you go. Let me see the tires actually. So we got Pieter. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm gonna just say Peter. Peter. Peter on the mediums and Just Chris on the mediums. Legende on the mediums. Those three are on the mediums in the top 10, and the rest are also on the mediums outside the top 10. Meanwhile, we have we have the, we have 4 of the top 10 runners on softs. Oh, 6 of the top 10 runners on softs. Legende and IT the pros gets disqualified from the session, so they probably had some contact under the formation lap. Uh, yeah, their tires will be a bit colder at the beginning, but they'll get up to temperature fairly quick. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we will be going very soon. All right. As we're waiting for the lights here. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And the lights are out and away they go. And there's Crown Place pulling over, so he will retire. And Danny Boy is ahead of Keza, and there's a bit of contact there. A lot of side-by-side action, but can't keep up with everything. Looks fairly behaved at the moment. Sibinho has lost a place to Hype Julie, I think. No, he hasn't. They're just side-by-side. There's some moves and there's a yellow flag, and it looks like someone has spun in the last sector, which is just Chris. So I'm not sure what happened there. But back to Danny Boy, who's leading this race after starting P2. Peter and Nils are side by side through this fast section here. And he goes over the grass, and that's a tap on the front left, and he has spun. That's not too good. Continuing, Danny Boy will lead from Keza, from Julie, from Sabino, from Nils, from Kieran, from Legende, from Mentos, from Spectre, Trondon, from the IT, the Pros, LVDH, Rage Hunters too. And there's a yellow flag, and that's Keza who spun. Keza spun. That's and that's a Renault also spinning there in the background. So yeah, the pole-sitter not having the best of races. Sibinho making overtake on Hype Julie there, which is very nice. Love to see the champion do a overtake. Danny Boy sets the fastest lap. Of course, he's the first one to set a valid lap in this race. And I saw a car dive into the pits. I think that's Crown Place, yeah. So Keza, and there's a lot of lobby glitching here. We'll just wait for the leaderboard to update here. So Danny Boy is in the net lead, and Crown Place did retire, so it looks like we're all on track again. Danny Boy has a 2-second lead, or 1 point, no, now 2 seconds from Sibinho, so definitely has some pace. Julie is close to Sibinho. Of course, Julie lost the position to Sibinho in the hairpin last lap, so Sibinho runs a bit wide there actually, and there's unfortunately Crown Place AI decided to continue the race and park on the track, but yeah, good. Oh, okay, there's a yellow, and it looks like I think Nils had some contact and spun, but I'm not sure, I didn't catch it. But yeah, Danny Boy continuing to extend his lead here. 3-second gap to Sibinho, no, to Hype Julie, who has overtaken Sibinho. So sorry for missing that battle. Legende is close to Kieran Bell and decides to go down the inside, which you can do, but you have to have great respect between drivers, which these people have. And Kieran keeps the position, but Legende got a better exit and gets him on this mini straight right here. So very nice move from the medium runner. That's a lot of understeer from Sibinho's car. I wonder if he has some damage from the battling with Hype Julie. or Julji, I don't know how to pronounce that name. His front wings looks like it's okay, but we don't know, it can be a glitch. As LVDH dives down the inside of Kieran Bell, so nice move. As Sibinho is almost 1 second outside, and there's a yellow flag, and it looks like Nils has spun again. But Legende and Mentos are going side by side. There's some contact, but Mentos gets through, or I think manages to. No, he gets through, and Mentos also runs wide, so I'm sure that was a warning. Peter on the medium tire sets the fastest lap, so that's nice. Yeah, that's good for him. The mediums, the softs are usually quicker at the start of the race. As Keza is trying to get back into this race. And yeah, Ostuni has spun and doing some donuts. Looked like. So Nils will get him. I saw some position changes, but Rage Hunter and Kieran were going side by side there, and Peter actually runs into the back of LVD and Kieran spun because of contact. Holy shit! This is a sorry for saying that word. This is an action-packed race, and Keza gets a penalty and spins, and Kieran is. There's a lot of things going on, okay? But yeah, Danny Boy is comfortably in the lead, and most importantly, outside that gap, Peter and dives down the inside of Rage Hunters and gets through, but Rage Hunter gets the switchback. Can he keep? No, he can't keep the position. Peter moves up a place. Hype Julie pits, and that promotes many people up a position. I wonder if he had some contacts and lost a bit of wing. Doesn't look like he will be changing it. Just a tire change to the medium, so definitely doing a 2-stop here. There's a yellow flag again, and that's Ostuni spinning there, and yeah, something's not right with that car, it seems. We will be going into the pits. Hopefully it doesn't retire, because still Formula 1 organizers needs the data, so if he can continue, that will be great. But yeah, there's one big DRS train here. And I just noticed, Julie pitting means that Sibinho is back to P2 and Mentos. I want to see the position changes on this. Wait, detail. LVDH is up 11 places and Mentos is up 9 places. So it's been an action packed, and they're side by side actually. I didn't notice. Mentos is of course on the mediums and Sibinho on the softs. And Sibinho decides to go into the pits, and I assume he will be doing a 2-stop. And the leader also pitted, so Danny Boy and Sibinho definitely doing the 2-stop, because I don't think you can do a 1-stop. Okay, seems like Danny Boy will try to do a 1-stop here. That's interesting, that's interesting. So we got Danny Boy and Sibinho new hearts. I'm not sure you can do the 1-stop from there, but let's see what happens. Legende is close to Mentos here for the lead. Will he be able to get him on the straight? And LVDH has a penalty, so not too good for him in this close battle. Every attempt is vital. Can Legende overtake Mentos on the straight? He has almost no ERS left, but I don't think that's necessary. Doesn't tuck into the slipstream, so yeah, that's not going to happen. The overtake will not happen then. There's a bit of a lockup from Mentos there, but looks like he will keep the position. The Red Bulls are close together. And we all know what happened in Baku 2018 with the Red Bulls. So let's not hope it will be a repeat. Danny Boy and Hype Julie are side by side there, actually. Danny Boy overtakes Hype Julie, who is on the mediums, might I add, and Danny Boy runs wide. Kieran Bell will overtake IT the Pros. I'm not sure where he is, but it looks he moved up a position, so yeah. Danny Boy and Hype Julie still going side by side. Danny Boy has the inside line, and I think IT the Pros just retired. No, he just spun at the long right-hander there, so back to the fight. Hype Julie is close to Danny Boy. Does he want to send it? No, he does not. As there's another car spinning in the same place of Ostuni there, so yeah, Ostuni having a nightmare of a race, and he spun again, so no rear grip, seems like, for that car. Can again they make the move happen, and thank God that car was ghosted, because that would not have ended in a good way. Again, there's a bit of a late move from Mentos there. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that, but Legende goes through, and Peter also goes ahead of his teammate. So Legende is in the lead right now, but I'm not sure if he will keep it from Danny Boy and Sabino. Danny Boy is still fighting with Hype Julie, so these boys are having a very good battle to watch, and Hype Julie is choosing the outside line now, and goes through Danny Boy before the corner, so they don't have to fight. Mentos is 7 tenths behind Legende, so Legende looks like he has more pace than Mentos at this stage of the race. And there's a yellow flag again. It's not Ostuni this time. It was not Hype Julie. It was Hype Julie. So Hype Julie spun, and I assume it was because of contact with Danny Boy. That means Sabino is only 1.7 seconds behind Hype Julie. And sorry for saying the name wrong, it's just more comfortable to say it. Peter is close to Mentos, and they're side by side now, coming into the brake zone. Peter brakes later and goes through, but Mentos does a switchback. Can he keep it? No, he can't keep it. Peter is P2 now, so it's nice. They're coming. Doing Ostuni things here. As Legende is closing the gap to the back marker here. Yeah, there's a yellow flag again, and of course it's Ostuni, so Ostuni not having the best of races. Ow. Yeah, not the best of races. Takes out the brake marker board, so the drivers using no assists might have some trouble. Assists ahead. Sorry. Alright, but so the back marker has let Legende and Peter through, and I think he's towing Mentos, but I'm not sure if it works with a ghosted car. Peter is close to Legende actually. Very close. And Ostuni has spun again. This isn't Turkey 2020, mate. You're not battery bottom. Trying to be a funny commentator, which I'm not, but yeah. So, Legende will now catch up to Ostuni here. See him throttling along. He goes through, Peter goes through, Mentos goes through. So there's a very nice battle going on here. As Nils gets his first penalty of the day. 3 seconds his time. Race time. Can Peter get the move on Legende this straight? He's in the slipstream. He has DRS now, so he's closing in. Will there be enough straight for him to close in? Doesn't look like it. Gets right in the back of him, but doesn't touch him, so he's very close. As Peter decides to dive into the pits, and I assume he will be going to the hards and doing a one-stop. I think this lap Legende will also pit to the hards. Rage Hunter goes through, yeah. So, yeah, the Red Bull of LVDH is also close to Mentos. Spectatron Don overtakes Danny Boy, so that's nice. And there's a yellow flag, and it's Kieran who has spun again. Does he have some wing damage? No, it's all good. And Danny Boy overtakes Spectatron Don with a dive down the inside, it seemed like. Why? I hate when the camera does that. Yeah. So, yeah, Danny Boy goes through. Kieran Bell gets a 3-second time penalty. Yeah. Spectatron Dawn gets a 3-second penalty. Let's see if Legende will pit this lap. Hype Julie makes a move on Spectatron Dawn. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah. Can Spectatron Dawn get back at him? Doesn't look like it. As Legende continues, and there's more yellow flags from Ostuni. LVDH pits, so, and Mentos also did, but yeah. Alright, so Mentos and LVDH will pit. Let's see where they come out. He will come out ahead of, I'm not sure, Sibinho goes through, but he's on older hard tires, so I'm not sure he will keep that position, to be honest, at the end of the race. And yeah, it's Ostuni again. We don't have to spectate every time he spins. And they're battling actually, so Mentos wants the position now. And it seems like these drivers are having a very nice battle here actually. And Ostuni retires. Understandable, but you shouldn't retire during the evaluation races. But yeah, Mentos goes ahead of Sibinho there. But I think Sibinho can get the position back. or get a 3-second time penalty. Legende pits, so let's see how he does. Will Danny Boy get the lead? Yeah, he will get the lead. So Danny Boy is back in the lead, but I'm not sure he can do the one stop on these tires. The lag there. So Legende will keep ahead of Mentos and Sabino. So he's looking like a definitely the contender for a win here actually. But Peter also I think it's a battle between Peter and Legende for the win actually. Keza gets a penalty, Hype Julian, Spectratron don't. No, it's nothing. Nils also goes through. Yeah. So look at that beautiful Ferrari. Ferrari may produce the shittiest car every year, but the car sure as hell looks good. As LVDH will make a late move on Mentos down the inside there, and there's a bit of contact, and Mentos does the switchback. Will he keep it? They're side by side for the last corner, and they're still side by side, and Mentos keeps ahead of LVDH. Very nice defending and very nice attacking by the two drivers. And LVDH breaks later into the first corner, and which gives him the opportunity, the advantage. But Mentos does a switchback, almost makes it through. That's a very good battle. Peter and Danny Boy cuts the corner there a bit, but somehow doesn't have a penalty. So Peter goes through, and Danny Boy is falling behind now on his older, harder tires. I think if Danny Boy can make it to the end, he will get some good points, but yeah, I think Peter definitely has this win in the bag, unless he does something stupid. And again, they is closing in on Danny Boy. So yeah, the medium were definitely the right tire to start on this race. Mentos and LVDH are close together. As Legende does puts in the fastest lap of a 1:33.9. It was an overtake, but I was checking something on my phone, sorry. Legende is side by side with Danny Boy here, and Danny Boy keeps ahead, of course. The inside is very powerful there. But can Legende can he make a switchback work? Holy, oh my days, that's a very nice move there actually. There's a bit of contact, but that's expected in online racing. That was a very nice move, but I think Danny Boy can get him back on the straight, so we'll see what will happen. Get him on the straight. Using his ERS, not anymore, and gets him on the straight, yeah. Peter is not actually gaining so much time on this battle. It's just there or thereabout. You know, maybe conserving. No, he's using a lot of ERS. He's almost out, actually. And yeah, Rage Hunter pits, so... And they are very close together. Not close enough. I think Danny Boy threw a win here actually, so it's a shame. Mentos is close to LVDH and there's a yellow flag and that's Kieran again. Yeah, not going too well for this Racing Point driver. YTD Pros will go through and Keza will put in the fastest lap of a 133.590 and there's a yellow flag again and it seems it's gone now. So Legende and Danny Boy are still side by side through the straight. Will he make it round the outside? Looks like he does. Very nice move there by Legende. Yellow flag in sector 3 and that's a Red Bull. Not Peter, that's LVDH. So the Red Bull had a very strong race going for them, but one of them did not make it. But Peter is in the lead, 2-second gap to Legende, who is on a charge. Seems like he's on 2 lap fresher hards, so maybe it can make a difference at the end of the race. Specatron Don will make the overtake on Sabinho. Will Sabinho put it? He's down the inside. They're side by side, still side by side. And it's a beautiful switch back there from Specatron Don. Will Sabinho get him back? We send it down the outside now. Late braking, not late enough, seems like. Will they go side by side through this section, which I recommend you should. I don't recommend you do a side by side move there. But Sabinho somehow made it work, so showing why he was champion in Sprint Season 1, Division 2, so 3-second time penalty for Sabinho though, so yeah. The gap is still 2 seconds between Peter and Legende, and there's a yellow flag. That's Keza retiring. Yeah, he did not have the best of races, so many drivers gets promoted a position. Danny Boy pits, so he and Kieran unfortunately pitted the same lap, so he will lose a bit more time than he should. He goes on to the mediums to finish off the race. Just Chris goes through. Will Sabinho go through? He does not go through, so Danny Boy keeps ahead of Sabinho, who pitted 2 laps earlier on the mediums. I didn't even notice that. As Specatron Don does not have the best of traction zones there and spins. Luckily damage is off for this race, so he can continue normally. Rage Hunter will go ahead of Hype Julie, who spun 2. Not sure, why is everyone spinning this race? Like, come on guys. Keza has left the session, so yeah. Peter is now gaining on Legende. He has improved his gap by 5/10. Just last time we checked, so having more pace. None of the drivers are close, or this is the closest. Sibinho and Danny Boy. Rage Hunter is close to LVDH actually. Just check something real quick. So answering McCrew's question, Rage Hunter trying to extend to softs. No, he did not extend to softs. I think he should have though. I think, you know, they can do 10 laps on the last part of the race. But yeah, Peter is constantly improving in the gap, so I feel like the race is already done. I'm not sure what happened with Sibinho, but he's now 3 seconds behind Danny Boy, or 4.7, sorry. And Rage Hunter and Rage Hunter goes through. Overtakes LVDH. Will Kieran let them by, or will the Ghost just stay there? Let's see. You don't want to be ahead of them for too long, or you can get a penalty. Danny Boy is close to Hype Julie, or Julji. That was not a good way to take that corner, but I'm not here to judge. Or actually, I'm here to judge, I'm the commentator. Danny Boy makes an overtake on Hype Julji. I'm gonna say Julie, sorry mate, I just can't say Julji. You're Hype Julie to me now. Specatron Don gets a penalty. And Kieran is having a battle with IT the Pros. I don't think they can continue like this, because they will get 5 seconds of penalties for ignoring blue flags. Rage Hunter wants to make it through here. And Kieran Bell, I'm not sure what happened there, but he just goes off the track. I think he's going to retire because he's not moving at all. Well, he decides to continue, which you should do in these races. Not sure what happened. Okay, so I have Kieran in the lobby chat saying that IT the Pros took him out. So, and LVDH makes a move on Rage Hunter, and they still haven't passed the back marker of IT the Pros. Maybe IT the Pros showing us what could have been. Chris is close. Rage Hunter and LVDH are side by side down the hairpin here. Two side by side coming to the final corner now. Will it continue? They will continue. And LVDH breaks a lot later than Rage Hunter and claims the position, or keeps the position, I might say. And the gap is still around 2.7, 2.8 seconds between Legende and Peter. So yeah, if it continues like this, Peter will win this race. And I just noticed that Sabino and Kieran are okay. Yeah, Kieran is ghosted anyway. So LVDH running a bit wide there, so that Rage Hunter definitely gained some time on him. Can Rage Hunter get LVDH on the straight? No, he can't. Gain a lot of time through that braking zone, actually. And there's a yellow flag, and that's just Chris who has spun. So I'm not sure if he had some contact with Danny Boy, but just Chris just spun. Let's go back to this fight. Looks like LVDH will continue to extend this gap. This is the closest battle on the track. And just Chris decides to retire, so not too good. As his AI actually continues on the track, so hopefully it stops in a safe place and doesn't bring up the safety car. I also want to wish everyone who's watching a happy new year. Let's hope 2021 will be a year to remember. And the end day is 2.7 seconds, man, Peter here. We'll see the last two laps if the two laps of tire advantage Legende has will go in his favor. Kieran Bell gets another penalty, so the Rage Hunter and LVDH are side by side, and Rage Hunter finally makes the move on LVDH. And YT the Pros just made the move on someone, I'm not sure. So Just Chris's AI will continue to roam around the tracks, which is not so good. LVDH and Rage Hunter are close together. Specatron Don gets the fastest lap of a 1:33.1. LVDH is closing massively on Rage Hunter right now. It'll be enough though. Pulls out to the inside ears, and actually makes the move almost, and loses the rear, which means Danny Boy has the opportunity now. Close right back up to LVDH after his second pit stop. Let's listen to this Ferrari engine for a bit, it's so nice. And Nils and Sabino were side by side, and Nils dived on the inside and ran a lot wide. A bit wide, sorry. So, yeah. Let me see penalties actually. So, Specatron Don has 12, Sabino has 6, and Nils has 3. And Kieran has 16, so... Sabino will... I think this is the final finishing order. Nothing happens. Let me remove, please, thank you. The gap is still 2.7 seconds, so... I don't think Legende... I think Legende would be much closer to Peter if it wasn't for the traffic after the pit stops. And Rage Hunter and Danny Boy are having a bit of a battle, and that's not so good. Rage Hunter gets caught up on Danny Boy's left rear left tire, sorry, and yeah, sends him into a spin. As Calvin Racing says, rage too close in and get third on pens. Well, yeah, it's not going to happen now, mate. So, I think that was a bit too ambitious from Danny Boy. No, it's still a... I don't think he should have gone for the move there, actually. It's a tight corner. And we have seen people make the move there today, but you shouldn't do it anyway, even if you get the opportunity to. LVDH is close to Danny Boy, or not close, but within DRS, so. And now closing in. Danny Boy's now a second outside LVDH. Oh, I'm so tired. But yeah, so looks like this will be the finishing order then, unless something happens, which I don't think will, but still online racing, so we don't know what can happen. Pierre is on his way to start the final lap. It's now 3 seconds. He has a 3-second gap to Legende, so let me see who has the fastest lap. I think it's Pekatron Don actually. Or sorry. How do you check? It's this right. Fastest lap. So Pekatron Don has the fastest lap. Okay, 1:33.1. Alright. Let's see the final lap. Let's go through a lap with Peter here. So coming into turn 1, you want to downshift slowly and let the car rev out, so you get a nice run through there. You want to? I would have downshifted to first there, but he keeps it in second, which is fine too. Let's see here, braking just after the 100-meter board here, and nice apex and steady apex. You don't need to rush things on the final lap. This is flat out in qualifying, and the fuel levels they have at the end of the race is also flat out. Even if you're on 16 lap old hards and there's a Specatron Don has spun at the long right hander, braking as the thicker part of the curb starts, and keeps it in second and third, and then running tight here, which he does half-hearted, you know, it's not perfect way around there, but did it good anyway. No DRS, of course, because he's in first. Here you should brake at the 100-meter board, so now, yeah, very nice. Bit of a lock-up, so he runs a bit deep. Anyway, coming now into the final corner, doesn't use the curb on the inside, uses a bit of curb on the outside there, and finishes the race in P1. Legende in P2. Mentos is on the back straight. Coming now. Danny Boy is close to Mentos, but maybe we'll get him in penalties. Oh, that's a late dive. That could have ended in something very bad. Anyway, but Mentos comes through. Danny Boy extends a bit the track, and Mentos keeps ahead of Danny Boy, and LVDH gets P5. Hype Julie gets P6. Rage Hunter will finish the race in P7 after that little contact he had with Rage Hunter. IT the Pros will finish in P11. Kieran Bell in P12. I think Nils will finish in P8. Svenio will finish in P9. And Speckatron Dom will finish in P10 with the fastest lap. Just see what was it again? 133.1, so that's the fastest lap of this race. And spins on the final corner. Okay, yeah. Stuff like that happens. Almost spins again. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for Evil Lobby 2. Driver of the day to LVDH, who of course started last and finished, I think, P5. So a strong drive from him anyway. Here are the podium. Congrats. Alright, so Peter gets first place. Legende will get P2. Netos in P3. Danny Boy will get P4. All so close to a podium. LVDH will get P5. Hype Julie in 6th. Rage Hunter in 7th. Einal Nils in 8th. Sibinio in 9th. Speckatron Don will get P10. IT the Pros P11. Kieran Bell in 12th. Just Chris DNF'd and we get P13. Keza also DNF'd P14. Osuni in P15. A lot of spins from him this race. And Crown Place was feeling ill, so he couldn't continue. That's a DNF. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, that was an entertaining race, I would say. A lot of drama, a lot of overtakes. My name's Zero Rotation. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and be sure to check the next race out at 8 PM GMT.